and it offers live broadcasting. So. I'm not sure what that was. Was that you guys?
Yeah, that was us. I was rolling the window.
Oh, it almost sounded like a flute. Yeah. I thought it was somebody.
I thought he was tuning his flute.
I thought it was a flute. Yeah, I did. I got to tell you, you asked me to find some Native American flute music, and I found some. I was listening to this afternoon, and when I turned it off, I could still hear the flute music playing in my head for hours and hours, and I kept looking at where's that sound coming from? Did I forget to turn something off? Man, it stays with you. It's like haunting music that just, and it was like it was still playing, but there was nothing turned on.
Well, that's cool.
It was very spiritual, man. It was very spiritual. I felt, I realized after a while that it was there was spirits. There was spirits talking to me.
Ahoo.
Ahoo.
Ahoo. Ahoo.
Yeah. We have about three of our Squatching bros that play the flute. So every time we go out and do an investigation, that's what we picked up 4 of them right now, and we're getting ready. And Barry said, well, we have a live podcast at 11 o'clock. Well, let's make this quick. Let's snap it up. These guys are anxious to get back out in the timbers.
Oh, yeah.
I wish they could take the phone with them. We could do a live broadcast from out there.
Yeah.
Well,
oh, hell yeah. I have my night vision. I'm recording every trip we do at night, so we'll get some interesting footage there.
Have you know what you should look into is Periscope. It's a cool new app. It's kind of like YouTube or something, but you can live. It's just like live TV that you're projecting yourself. You can have it all live as it's going down.
Yeah, we got George over here saying, "Yeah, we do that." Him and his wife do that.
Right on.
I guess we're gonna.
Yeah, you could Periscope the whole thing, and people could follow it and watch as you do it. That would be cool.
Hey, Wolfman.
Yeah.
This is Barry again. If you guys go onto our page, we partnered up with Bigfoot researchers.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing something real special here together. Remember Ashwet? He's got some great footage himself. I think that's just fantastic for us to join up, and so we'll keep you informed on what we got going on. Some big plans.
Right on, man. That's really cool. Yeah, so we're gonna. Do you guys want to have a musical break here?
You bet.
And then we'll come back and start talking about these pictures, maybe, I think.
Ahoo.
Ahoo. All right. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot about somebody. Adam. Adam's here. Adam, have you got any questions before we go to break?
I do. My first question is, do they, by any chance, like pizza?
Do they like pizza? Well,
Yeah.
you know, like I said, you know, I'm sure they ate a little bit of everything, so I'm sure they like pizza. Hey, Adam.
Yeah.
Adam.
Yes.
Are you there, Adam?
Yeah.
I am. Yep.
Hey, this is Big D. We had 4 days ago. We had some elderly ladies out in the rural area called my brother, and we went up and talked to them, and they said Well, we've been feeding them fry bread and everything that we have for about 20 years. So I thought that was pretty interesting to hear.
Wow, yeah.
And this one elderly lady said, "We're glad you guys are out trying to do this because they've been messing with our houses and our dogs for years. And we don't want to tell anybody because we don't want anybody to think we're crazy. But Bigfoot is real." That's their
very
exact
interesting.
words.
I have another question for you.
Shoot.
Are they capable of swimming through lakes or rivers?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Like my brother Barry said, we live about a half a mile, maybe a mile from the Missouri River. And one of the questions Adam had was, are they capable of swimming? Oh my goodness. Oh, hey, Adam.
Yes.
Yeah, they can do it all, man. They're good swimmers. They can climb trees. I don't know if that was a question earlier. They're fast. They're very intelligent.
Really? It's very interesting.
Yeah, it sure is.
And just one more question. Are there do they use tools at all?
We don't know that much, but I know they use a lot of they do the stick structures. That's something we're really diving into. I got a Squatch brother, Richard Soul. I want to give him a shout out if he's listening. Richard's kind of my go-to guy there, but I'm sure they do. They do the rock. Yeah.
I bet you they like drumming. They know the wood knocks and that. That's probably they might. I think they like drumming if they like wood knocks. I don't know. The powwow would drumming in the powwow would probably attract them. I think with all the positive vibes, and I could see that years ago that they would show up at the powwow maybe.
Oh yeah. And when we do our investigations, that's one of the segments we do. We play our native music, our flute.
Yeah.
And right after that, we seem to get activity.
How close have they gotten to you?
Oh, I had we did an overnight ops, and around 4:00 we called it a night, but we still had one eye, one ear open. I believe this, that I had one walk right by my tent one time because I could hear him step. But the coolest one I had, I saw him face to face, about 30 yards from me. Lit him up with my flashlight, head to toe.
Wow. Was it a big one?
Oh my goodness. I went in, I think I was in shock. I actually called the cops and I had them take me back out there because I just didn't feel like I was right, in my right frame of mind. Not only was this I always say 98% of the time people will say I saw a Bigfoot, but he ran by. I swear it was one. I had one. It lasted total for about 20 minutes, but we actually have a video that's about 4.5 minutes of him If I wanted, if my battery wasn't dead, I could have probably by far had the best footage ever.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And
That is so close. I mean, you see something like that up that close, and it's kind of like the people on TV. You just know, there's a knowing, and then everyone else that tells you you're crazy or you didn't see it, you just know they aren't true. Once you know, you know. That's what they say.
Yeah.
Is that pretty accurate?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I suppose. I could have shied away from this and said people would think I'm crazy, but you know what? I'll stand behind. People in the area know that we do this already, and I think they've some welcomed it, and I'm sure there's some people out there who are shallow-minded and say leave it alone, But I believe God created all things for us to be blessed, to receive blessings from them, and to learn from them. I mean, you got to keep an open mind about everything. And anyway.
And if we prove that they're there, we can protect them.
Right. Well, I would go up against anybody and prove that they're real, that they do live amongst us. In fact, we could have kept this quiet, but we choose to share it and to help educate and to bring awareness to them.
Yeah,
so we can protect.
I've got the eye shine picture. I'm just gonna one of your ones. The one it shows your back. I think it's Barry. Shows the back of your head and a tree, and then beyond that you see the eye shine.
That's Fat Boy. Yeah, that's Fat Boy. That's my cousin.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna post that one up on 47 Talk right now. There we go.
Hey, Wolfman, you told me that we'd have 1,000 likes on our page now.
Eventually. I don't know if we've got it. See, my computer guy is away, and he hasn't. He's the only one. But we will definitely. Which page do you want us to boost? To plug.
Red Squatching Research Community. It's a closed group. We got a lot of proof, a lot of image, a lot of pictures on there. So.
All right.
Again, for all you listeners that ain't members, go ahead and request that, and we show a lot of our research and just a little bit of everything.
Yeah, it's really cool. Actually, I was looking through there and I was spellbound. Some of these pictures are going to blow your minds. I'm going to post some of the highlights that I found yesterday and today and the day before looking through it. I'm not sure if Adam, did you get a chance to look through there? I sent you.
Not yet, no.
I sent you that. So we got to post their Facebook link. Could you do that, Adam? Do you know how to do that? Onto 47 Talk.
Let's see here.
No rush.
Yeah. So again, just tune in, stay in touch with us. We got some apparel coming out, some really cool T-shirts. So again, we're trying to just build our brand, create awareness. We'll have some T-shirts coming out. They're really cool. So
yeah,
check it out.
The logo's amazing. Who made the logo?
Barry Webster did.
It's fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you.
That'd be neat to get a shirt. I'll get one. I'm wearing a Sasquatch shirt right now. It says "Gone Squatching."
Well, the wrong one then.
Yeah, I'll get a new one. I've got 3 shirts. 3 Squatchin' shirts. I guess they have a lot of activity up by Joseph, Oregon. That's where I got these shirts. But not within 30 feet. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty up close. Did they smell? Stink?
Hell yeah.
I was going to ask that.
Let me. I'm going to introduce one of our newest members. He was the biggest skeptic out of all of us. And about 8 days ago, he got his lights, his vaccinated. Yeah.
Oh.
And he came out with us, and we went to one of our gifting sites, and lo and behold, I got off the car. We got off. I called him over, and I said, we're going to do a call from here. And when I said that, I heard the branches break, sticks breaking. So I lit it up, and I seen him kneel, or not kneeling, but bent down or squatting. So I wasn't too sure. So I lit him up with a 3 million watt light. I saw him. He stood up. I called George over there, because George is the biggest skeptic, and George is about 6'1", 400 pounds, and George, he came over and he stepped up on about a 3-foot dirt mound right alongside the road, and I'll let George finish the rest of it. George.
Yes.
Yeah, this is George, newest member to Arrest Squatch. But
what did you see?
Like we seen just what he said, but from my point of view, we was coming up this road. Nobody hardly ever uses that road anyway, but we were coming up it. It's surrounded by a bunch of timber, and he told me to stop, so we stopped, got out, walked over, and he, to him it was no surprise, but to me, I was kind of looking for something in there that, that was kind of obvious, but I could see lights, because there's no leaves on the trees, and that's what I thought it was at first, and them eyes about the size of softballs. You know how big softballs are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They blinked twice, and then it stood up, man. And then I thought it was just going to stand up a little bit, but it just kept going all the way up. So,
like 10 feet high?
Yeah, it was way up there, though, but from where we were standing, it was down in the ditch almost. And this was probably about 20 yards away from us, 25 yards. And then as soon as I seen that, I ran back to my truck. We got in. We drove up the road a bit further. And then once we got up there, we kind of stopped, and started listening around and, doing, our approach on it and trying to get some activity from it. And we got the growl. 2 growls come out of it.
The guttural growl.
Guttural growl. And then it was kind of off in the distance, so we were there for probably about like 10 minutes. And then the road that we came from, it's a dirt road. It's not gravel, it's just dirt. And then it's down into like a tunnel of trees. So like when you're looking up, you just see trees all around you. So it's like you're going into a hallway. But it was dark that night, and then, just looked like a dark tunnel. You couldn't see down there clearly. But probably about 10, 15 minutes, we was up on that hill, and you can hear footsteps coming up after that. So we stood there for a little bit, and footsteps, they started getting closer, louder, started getting faster. So, it was kind of like our cue right there. And we didn't have Barry with us, otherwise Barry, he probably could have said something to it, talked to it.
Yeah.
But we got in the ride, and we headed out after that.
So you were kind of scared.
My experience. Huh?
So you were a little bit scared.
Oh yeah.
And excited.
Hell yeah. But see, that was my experience. Like Derek said, I kind of really didn't, believe too much. I just kind of I like going out there and the excitement of it. But after
Yeah.
that happened, you know, I kind of stayed away for a while, but I came back out. Got to come back out and look for Sasquatch, Situnga.
Is there any doubt in your mind now?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
George, is there any doubt in your mind now? Now that you're, is it when you see it and actually see it? Do you like believe 100%? Do you feel like you're part of the group now of believers?
Yeah. Like when I first seen it, there was still a lot of doubt. You know, we live here in Nebraska, and then my first thought was, you know, to thought of it actually being Bigfoot is what scared me. So my mind was running more towards it might have been a mountain lion in a tree. It could have been a bear, but, you know, we don't got bears around here.
I was actually going to ask you that about the bears, if there's any. Somebody asked in the chat room, so that answers the question. You don't have many bears around there. Wow.
No, we don't have no bears around here, not here in Nebraska. But see, then, like I said, you know, my mind was trying to stray away from the thought of it being a Bigfoot. But, you know, after some time away, you know, and staying home for a while, you know, get to thinking, and that's all it could have been right there. We came back out. I came back out with them maybe like 3 days later. It's me and Barry and his son, and we stopped somewhere, kind of like a secret location by a body of water, and there's a lot of activity there that night. Some of that stuff was on the page there, but you know, you have to be there, you know, to experience that type of thing.
You know,
That's a great story, George.
Yeah, that was an awesome story.
It's pretty cool.
Are you going to go out more often now?
I'm not able.
Yeah, every time we go out, man, I'm going.
You're not gonna
I gotta catch him.
you're not gonna leave poor Barry alone again, are you?
No.
Everybody just doesn't answer the door, and he has to go by himself.
Fuck you, Wolfman.
If Barry was there, we'd send him out to talk to him.
Everybody just say, "Oh, I'm not feeling good tonight." Oh man, I don't know.
Hey, Wolfman, I apologize. I cussed.
Oh, that's okay. I'm kidding. We're allowed to do that here on this show, and you're allowed. It's a 2-drink minimum, and you have to swear at least. And you have to swear at least once.
Yeah, I apologize to my fans. That was.
No, but there might be kids listening, so we don't want to be cussing too much, right?
Yeah, I apologize.
Yeah. What was the other? Oh, I wanted to go back, Barry, to the. We never finished when you were telling about the legends. I stopped you on the deer lady, and you were going to go on. That list was going to go on.
You know, that list. I was just eating while George was talking, so I thank my brother George here for buying some time. Let's see. You know, let me talk a little bit about recently. My boss at work, and I won't say her name, but she came to work one day, and the locals have been seeing what they call the gargoyle or the Jeepers Creepers. So that's a guy we kind of look out for a little bit, based on some of the local reports. So we believe, I think it's Jeepers Creepers myself.
Wow, that's an old word, I think, Jeepers Creepers. That goes way back, and I don't think anyone really knows. Well, I'm sure you could find a historian that knows what that means, but I think maybe it's what you're saying. Maybe that's where that word comes from. Do you think?
Yeah, there's, let's see, what else is there out here? We do, I hear a lot about the black shadows. And
Shadow
last night during the tall man, we have the tall man.
Oh, you got them too.
I always see the black shadows, the smaller black shadows.
Yeah,
in fact, last night we were investigating the area, and I used the name. I was doing again. I was trying to communicate with them, and this black shadow came at me, and I literally had to kick because it scared me. So we deal a lot with that. The Omahas, we call them Wanach.
That's wild. So, so you guys have had a name and a term for shadow people that goes way back.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And I've seen these things. And there's the tall one you're talking about. We call Hat Man now. The tall one.
Okay.
And sometimes it has red eyes, and a lot of times you see it wearing a hat nowadays. But it's tall and skinny. I think that's also the one they call Slender Man. The kids are calling him Slender Man.
Yeah.
I think he's kind of a leader of the pack thing for the little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty freaky. Okay, do you guys want to take a break? I'm going to put some music on, and we're going to be back in a little while. Thanks, everyone, for listening. We got about 10 minutes or 5 minutes, something like that. Go do what you got to do. Get yourself a drink. Go to the washroom. Everyone, enjoy this little bit of music I got coming up here.
Well, I stopped in the body shop. Said to the guy, I want stereo FM installed in my teeth. Then take this mole off my back and put it on my cheek. And while I'm here, why don't you give me some of those high-heeled feet? And he said, listen, there's no guarantee. Nature's got rules and nature's got laws. Listen, the cat with the monkey's paw. And I said, what? He said, the gift of life, it's such a stuff fate. It's a roll of the die, it's a free lunch, a free ride. But nature's got rules and nature's got laws. And if you cross it, look out, it's the monkey's paw. It's saying, oh. It's saying, give me five. It's saying, bye-bye. I know a man, he lost his sight. He said, the way I feel, I'd be better off dead. He said, I got everything I ever wanted. Now I can't give it up. It's a trap, just my luck. The gift of life, it's a leap of faith. It's a roll of the die.
not salesman, going from door to door. Or would you like to swing on a star and carry moonbeams home? Or next time around, you could be a small bug. Or would you like to be a fish?
And if you cross her, look out. It's the monkey's paw. It's singing. Give me 5. It's singing. It's singing.
And we are back.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Ahoo.
Ahoo. And we are gonna talk about those pictures. I think I want to. Oh, that's that one with the grass all bedded down. Where do I have that? Okay, yeah. There's a matted down area where that you came across in the woods, and it looked like maybe one of their sleeping area.
Yeah, that's really a big structure by the. Yeah, we came across. Hey, Wolfman, this is Barry.
Yeah, hi Barry. I recognize you. I'm gonna post that picture with the one with the grass all matted down.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's one that I call. There it is, bed. I found it. Okay, I'm gonna post that. What? It's not finding it. Damn. Okay, that one won't post for some reason. Go ahead and tell us about it, though. I'll keep
Well,
trying.
it was during Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. We were doing an investigation in an area, probably west of town, and we noticed this stick structure. So we stopped, we checked it out, looked it over real good, took some pics, and toward the back, we noticed this area was matted down. And, you know, and the interesting thing about it, it was a wide area that was matted down, and we thought deer, but then that was just right outside of town. And so we took a pic. We didn't think to look for any hair samples or anything. But that was an interesting area. There had to be maybe a family bedded down, or it was deer. You know, we ain't trying to BS nobody. You know, we're open minded. But that was an interesting area. Just we didn't think to expect anything in that area.
Did you notice any smell there? Or odors?
I didn't. It was kind of a cool night, so no, we didn't.
Okay. Yeah, there.
Yep.
It worked now. I got that to work. So I can... 47.
They see the arch.
I'm going to post that one up on... Okay, there we go. I posted that on 47 Talk if anyone wants to see that picture.
Hey, Wolfman.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Big D. Hey, did you get the arch video that I shot of Barry?
Which shot was that?
It was arch.
Oh yeah, I've got the arch. I think I got. Yeah, I'm looking for that right now. Actually, excuse me.
About a minute.
There's another one too that just blows my mind. Where the hell are they? This one I call Woodhenge. Yeah, holy smokes. Yeah, there's some of these the tree that's we're gonna get into here. Some of the tree structures.
What about the recording that Barry emailed?
Oh yeah, we're gonna do that near the end of the show. I've got that ready too. But here I'm gonna start posting some of the tree structures. This one is that one. It looks like they almost laid all the. They're kind of flat, but a whole bunch of logs laying down, all kind of like, almost looks like they made themselves to get off the ground a bit, like something to lay on. But it's definitely not natural.
Yeah, you see the asterisk, all the timber, the logs are all interwoven.
Yeah. That's the one, the interwoven one that I got there. And there's another one that almost looks like... where is it now? I can't find all these pictures. Yeah, I think I have them somewhere else. I have to search somewhere else for them. I got a couple of them up there, but... I know what I did wrong. It's on my other computer. Haha. Okay. So there's one that has... a big, huge trunk of a tree, and it's like the big tree, like it's ripped out by the trunk, and it's up in these other two trees, hanging up in there. That's the picture I'm looking for. Do you remember coming across that one? It's huge. How the hell did they lift that up there? You'd have to be really, really strong. I don't think, and it's up high, so it's above. I don't think people could do that. You'd have to get a crane in there or use a hook, and I don't know how you do that.
They must weigh like 800 pounds.
Yeah.
In order to lift a tree trunk?
There's no way anybody could get a crane or a bobcat or anything in there because the trees are so thick in there.
You gotta go across the creek.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's just, there's no way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to find that picture to add.
So is Big D still there?
Oh, yeah.
That's what everybody calls me at work, too.
How tall are you?
This is Darren. I'm 6 foot,
How tall are you?
almost 300 pounds.
6 foot, 300 pounds?
Yes.
I'm 5'7", 190 pounds.
You're
All my
probably
brothers
stronger
are
than I
taller
am.
than me. All my brothers
Just
are taller than me. All my boys are taller than me.
But you're called Big D.
Oh, yeah.
Me too.
What's your big booty?
What's that?
Nothing.
Because he's got a big booty.
Oh man.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite Sasquatch sighting, or your most memorable one?
It was December 27th, 2014, at approximately 1:47 a.m. Me and Fat Boy and my niece, her boyfriend, and my nephew. Barry and them had a bonfire going. They had the glow sticks. They had the flute music. Everything going. We broke off in my niece's Escalade, and we circled all the way around this timberline and came back around. When we came around, I seen 2 sets of eyes shine. So we ended up lighting it up, me and Fat Boy LV.
Mm-hmm.
We have the 3 million watt rechargeable flashlights. When we lit them up, hello?
Yep.
Yeah, what happened? We're waiting. You lit them up?
I lit them up, and Fat Boy jumped out on the side rail or the running board and lit it up from the top of the Escalade. When we did, them lights went off, or the eye shine went off, but then they opened up again. And I told Fat Boy, I said, man, look at that. Is that deer? And he said, no, deer are kind of a green. These were like yellow. Like a real dark yellow eye shine. They opened up again. When they did, then I got off and walked. I would say it was about 40 yards from us. We walked 10, 15 yards in there. But there was crick.
Yeah? Uh-oh. We lost him.
No.
They'll call back. Hang on. I got this posting here. I don't know why it's not posting. That's strange. This should work. 47 talk. I got the tree. Okay, now I got it to go. There. Now you can see in hashtag 47 talk that tree I was talking about. That's been looks like it's been lifted up and put into. It didn't just fall over like that because the whole trunk was actually lifted up. And you see it?
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay, I think they're back.
Wolfman.
Yeah, man. I got that tree picture posted up on where it looks like they lifted it up in the trees. And a big, heavy, holy man. And that one there, it doesn't look like much when you look at it, but think about that. That thing weighs probably about 300-400 pounds, or more than that. Probably about 1,000 pounds a tree like that size.
Trees. Some of them trees are coming in.
Is Big D still there?
Yeah, I'm right here, man.
So you got to finish your story. You were running into the creek? Is that what you said?
Well, I was walking over there towards the lights when the eye shine when it came back on, and I told Fat Boy to come with me. That was the first time I ever seen anything like that. But when we got over there, them little ones, they were 2 little juveniles behind another log, a big 3-foot log or 2-foot log. But when they stood up, I lit them up, and I told Fat Boy, I said, look at this shit. What is that? And he had a 3 million watt rechargeable flashlight, spotlight. Once we did that, we heard clacking like they were talking or making some kind of noise, and that scared me.
What did it sound like?
I heard they speak a language that almost sounds like Japanese. Is that true?
That's what it sounded like.
Wow. Like kind of like that.
Like Fat Boy said, that's $10 million right there. And I remember him saying something like that, and I said, no, let's get a picture of this. So my nephew did snap 2 or 3 shots of it. Okay, and that ain't even the good part. After Fat Boy got up by the creek, and that creek had to be about 20 feet wide, and it had running water. When Fat Boy said, "I'm going to get one of those," and he made a move over to that creek, when he did that, that wasn't a tree standing there. It was a male. He turned around and gave a guttural growl, the loudest growl. And I heard bears. I heard everything, man.